Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on another SEC team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championships. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So Alabama's offense will have the football first here. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These two teams have put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
So Oklahoma's offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a... impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. The offense starts with a short field. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Handoff to the back. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Grab made by the tight end. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And this one is right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? And he's going to float this one to the right side. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not a long return, but the important thing to pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29. Sooners offense is back on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And he picks up the first down before they get into the ground.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
They'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Here's the second down play. It's a quick grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
They'll run it from the gun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Tough to see that from the running game.
The Sooners looking to cash in this red zone trip. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, today's middle linebacker has to have the ability to cover, to be able to be a great run stuffer. Also, the ability to blitz and get after the quarterback. There's an example of it right there. These guys are becoming more and more athletic every year in college football.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. He connected the first time. This attempt is from 44 yards away. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. They get him down after a short return block. The takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
What an incredible job here by this safety, sitting back in cover two, almost baits the quarterback to throw this football, jumps it, comes up with a great interception.
Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. It's a shotgun run call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't fooled at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? To throw, it's Hawkins. Snags the quick throw. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Oh, they can't haul it in. That's a crucial drop on a third down play. So here comes fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on third down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
Running back has it on the screen now. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. He's got it right near the end zone. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Turner trying to create good field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Empty set now, 5 wide. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Back to pass. It's Hawkins. Running out of time in the pocket. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it. The Sooners will line up to boot it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Looking to throw it on first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Alabama.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the point after makes the lead 8. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Same tailback, another carry. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. And the Sooners will have to punt this one away. On the return, it's Hamilton. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, and we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They look to throw it here on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
And the big play to start the drive, but now, 2 incompletions, they face a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw yet again. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Point after makes it a 15-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. The pass rush closing in. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me, it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the 2nd sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
First down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Pressure is coming. Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away, and now 4th down coming up. The Sooners will have to kick this away. That's his 4th punt already today. Bringing it back, it's Hamilton. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. And I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the coverage team downs the ball right there. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together in this drive with a little more urgency. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. He's going to hand this off. Offense stopped behind the line. A big play by the defense to wrap up the first period. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. The Sooners will line up to kick it away. That's already his 5th punt of the game. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's got it near the end zone. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Great timing here with the quarterback in the wide receiver. That receiver does a nice job of keeping his route vertical, and the quarterback's taught to put the ball away from the defender towards the boundary. Good adjustment by the receiver and a big play by the offense.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Keeper and the quarterback draw. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. Oh, they've stopped
we didn't get it.
short. What a 4th
We
down
didn't get it.
play, and they will take over on down.
Go for the 4, and we didn't get it.
The Sooners offense is back out on the field. All right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Gonna run it. It's Hicks. Oh, and this is gonna wind up as a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
So the safety will set up a free kick. They'll boot it away from their 20. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
It's coming down the field.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops
Can't cover
back.
both sides. Can't cover both sides.
Down inside the 20.
Can't cover both
It's a
sides.
huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score.
Can't cover both sides. Can't cover both sides.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Trying to run it. It's Young. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pass complete on the crosser. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Second and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way
Oh,
to the end
get
zone.
in the weight room, the boy.
Touchdown, tie.
Get the weight room, the boy. You heard me?
And now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return starts from inside the 20. And he'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Defense is coming after him. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. Scanning the field. It's Hawkins. Catch made by the tight end. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware.
Down he goes. A sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
And the Sooners will bring their punt team onto the field. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. Fair catch made at the 40. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? He'll pitch it. Powers through. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss.
Well, it's just nowhere to go for this back. He tried to do everything that he could to get to the edge, but give the defense a lot of credit. They did an excellent job of containing him and eventually running him out of bounds.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Then he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception of this football game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he's tackled at the 21.
Good morning, Mom. How are you this morning?
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. This group
really?
is coming off a quick 3-and-out.
No wonder he ain't had to go one out.
This drive. First down play call. How aggressive?
Because he woke me up crying.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Goes backwards.
What?
Losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
I went and took him outside, and I'm sitting out there. He ain't never had to go nowhere. He just laid there. I'm like,
really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a
well, you got those bags after the trash can.
To convert this third down. Scanning the field. It's Hawkins looking for the wideout. It's intercepted.
Okay, because I was looking for him.
Tight window. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What's that?
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense
the coffee
says,
pot?
thank you, we'll take it.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see him. Yeah. The rain been coming down.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game.
Well, he tried to leave this morning, but Madison's phone, I guess she must have, her phone was dead.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Caught over the middle.
Yeah, because he didn't go to work.
They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
That's another huge game for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They move, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown.
Yeah, so hopefully they'll be getting on the road here shortly.
That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver are perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
I don't remember putting them in the cabinet.
They're set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First down here for this offense. Trying to find some room. It's Hicks. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What makes a really good counterplay is selling it to the defense. You're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way...
That deep shot is hot for a big gain. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it.
Nah, I think it was just a spur of the moment.
The same time as the football, and now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The Sooners begin a new series here, first and 10. In the red area, it's Hicks. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Important second down play coming up. Handoff heading left. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
First and goal. Good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Back to pass. It's Hawkins. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, I really thought they were going to run the football in here at the 1
Yes,
yard
man.
line, but instead they decided to throw it. I think they completely caught the defense by surprise. They get a touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before half. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Makes a quick catch. The gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Bama. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, and a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to pass, it's Hawkins. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. The Sooners come to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Hicks. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. This one will be fair caught. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The Sooners are in the red zone. To the air. It's Hawkins. And the junior gets home, making a sack there. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. And he knocks it right through the uprights. So they get the 3, but the margin is still huge. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He's got it inside the 15. The coverage team brings him down to the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude?
Nothing came yet.
Everything on the line. The eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns.
Well, we didn't shut everything off to the 30th.
Two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary adjustments.
Yeah, because nothing came here in the mail. I didn't see anything in the mail yet.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quick throw caught on the left side. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
There's a huge there, like 3,000 seater, and it was packed. This is like a Tesla to go and see. Not that joke. I turned around, 3,000 sailors up there were not having that.
Now they line up to kick the extra point.
6,000 just
and it's up and good.
That's really the only time I got nervous on stage. I was like trying to get to the next joke. I got nervous and top out of the third tier. One of these safety field guys was ass. And I figured
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. They stop at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the senior's able to make the stop after a short gain.
I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. It could create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
He's running out, lofting it toward the left sideline. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. Ouch, that is an obvious call. You cannot make contact with the quarterback after the throw. You set it down to the offense, 1st and 10. Looking for a gap, it's Young. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And now the running back's got it again. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll give it to the back. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Can they keep this drive going, trying to convert on 3rd down now? Can he get there on the ground? Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to 3rd down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play.
There's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tide. And the beatdown continues. Championship game, and there is nobody who can cover this guy. What a monster performance by this receiver.
Chris, we're on the biggest stage in college football, and this guy's treating it like he's playing a video game. My gosh, he's got this defense in la-la land out there.
Extra point try coming now. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And it's caught from inside the 20. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Gives it to the back.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Okay, it's third down after that run. They'll run it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And this will be fair caught at the 35-yard line. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receivers.
Now it's second down here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. The tight end has got it. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. Seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
Out of the gun now on third down. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Last time was a quick
man.
out. Can they get a drive going this time?
Hello?
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47.
That ain't my fault, man.
Receiver in motion now.
You sorry too if that's the case.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Hat on a hat up
Fuck,
front.
Lamar got hurt.
Opening up the holes. Anytime you get
Lamar
positive
got
yards
hurt.
on first down, that's a win.
Lamar.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
He out for 2 weeks.
To the air, it's Hawkins.
Thumbs broke.
Receiver makes the catch. Breaks a
Yep.
tackle into the clear. Defense wraps him up after the catch.
I was already
He's
losing the
just
game.
short of the
Shit.
First down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some
Shut the
yards,
hell
and they
up.
stay ahead of the sticks.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. It's an out route. The catch made. And ran out of bounds, but not before
I don't know,
picking
shit. I
up
gotta
the
find my
first
quarterback
down.
for the next 2
The
weeks.
Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
I got back up, but shit, he's solid.
Takes the handoff. It's Hicks. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
You win last night? Got lucky.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun.
Yeah, ain't no quarterbacks out there.
On the left side.
What I'm gonna do these next 2 weeks, I'm gonna have to suck it up some kind of way.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another
got nothing to
catch
give. Shit, I ain't got no money.
You want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try a 5 or 6
sign no
defensive backs
player.
on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And the Sooners will line up to punt it away.
I got players I got to sign. I got a tight end, a 90-something tight end. I can't even
He
sign.
puts it out of bounds, so no return.
I can't.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And here's the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a ball. It's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
This game is taking forever.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
National championship.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Let's see how I got here. You had already hit ready to advance. Ready to advance. So once I played Miami, we went on to the next week.
They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Close to the tight end. Cannot connect.
So I had to wait.
Here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time.
They started out winning though.
He'll field it.
Started out 3-0, 6-0.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage
23-9 in the third quarter. They're almost in the fourth
quarter. The Sooners
quarter.
offense is back out on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time.
Playing Oklahoma.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Yeah, they ranked 5.
Out of the shotgun.
How your butt feeling?
The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Hey, man. Oh, boy.
And there's the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Oh, what a move. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Looking to pass this time. And that catch is hauled in. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. Well, here we go again. The field goal team is out there. This kicker's already got 3 makes.
Yes, buddy.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. They tack on 3 points, but still a large deficit. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his...
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Oh, and almost intercepted again. A chance for a fourth pick. Brings up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Quick throw to the left side. Makes the catch downfield. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Breaks loose at the 45. An explosive game. Big play. Moves the ball inside the 40. Just pounding away for another big gain, Kirk. You wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to believe they're just looking to add to this lead with yet another touchdown.
They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And in this battle for the national championship, it has been a beatdown so far. Not what you hoped for. Let's review how we got here. 1 quarter away from crowning a national champion in this college football season. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. On the ground, it's Young. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. The distance will be from 36 yards away. No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's McCray. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Remember, it was a field goal on the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Quarterback escapes the pocket. In the clear at the 25. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And he drops back in the gun. Dunks it down to the back. Clock. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. First down. Looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's escaping the pocket now. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Quick throw over the middle. Sophomore trying to make a play but put too much on the throw.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big fourth down play to protect this lead late in the game. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. An inside give now from the shotgun. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Now, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside, the defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has. And
touchdown, Crimson Tide. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the ball is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, Alabama.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
This team is the truth. This team right here is the truth.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's McCray. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He bought some time, now lets it go. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there, play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Tough to show, but a sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself. The Sooners looking to keep this drive moving. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught quickly. Makes a nice move there. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
And it's complete downfield. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
That completion sets up a second down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Finds his man. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Sooners have first and 10 here. Looking to chuck it again. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
I really thought that this matchup between this quarterback and his receivers going up against this defense in a national title would have been must-see TV. But, man, this defense, they have won that.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Hold it.
Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. Catch made on the left side. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. And the Sooners bring their punt team onto the field. Son to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. First down here for this offense. It's a run to the left. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense get a set. Second down play here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. They get him down after a short return. But the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Second down play coming up for this offense. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground, and they'll stop him after a short game. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
And the offense will just take a knee. Second down after that previous play. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide.